Thank you everyone for attending today. My name is Brooklyn Furness and I am a junior at Utah State University. The subject of my research was social media and teenage depression. I chose to dive into this research subject because I had seen many friends and family members experience negative effects of long-term social media use. I wanted to discover if there was any correlation between social media use and depression and suicide rates. I chose to conduct my research on the teenage age group, as they were going through their formative years and were more likely to experience negative effects. To conduct my research, I developed a Qualtrics survey, which asked many questions such as demographic information, amount of social media use, and the outcomes of such social media use. This form of voluntary response sampling allowed me to gather data from 50 different individuals. After the initial survey period was over, I analyzed my data using SPSS data tools. Right off the bat, I noticed some alarming evidence. It seemed as if those teenagers who were using social media for extended periods of time were much more likely to experience a depressive episode or suicidal ideations. These symptoms were increasingly evident amongst female participants in the survey. Through this data, I was able to answer my research question of how comparison on social media can negatively contribute to a young person's mental health. The data I collected suggested that the more time a teen spent on social media, the more likely they were to experience feelings of self-doubt and self-hatred when viewing others' posts. The data I collected showed that many teens did not feel connected or inspired when using social media, and rather felt disconnected, self-critical, anxious, and depressed. I was alarmed at the amount of participants who admitted that in their teenage years they had experienced more than one depressive episode. A large amount of those who had experienced more than one depressive episode or experienced suicidal ideations were those who had spent more than 4 hours a day on social media. I was able to find that the socioeconomic status of a teen's family did not seem to affect their likelihood of developing negative mental health symptoms while using social media. This research project was truly eye-opening to me, as it allowed me to see how damaging social media can be to teenagers. It has been very difficult to process the information that for so many of us, social media sites which are meant to unite us are actually doing much more to isolate us.